Hi, I'm Matt with eTrailer, and today we're going to be talking about the Yakima SkyBox NX 16 cargo box on top of the 2023 Jeep Gladiator. We have our SkyBox on our ladder rack, and which is going to be a nice option for us too, since we have it all the way to the end. It's going to be really easy to access just from the bed of our truck, just so we're not reaching high up on the outside. Now, it's going to be a great option if you're traveling with people, your cab's all filled up, and you need someone to keep your luggage or any additional gear. But you don't want to keep it out in your bed because it's going to be in the weather conditions. So this SkyBox is going to be a great alternative to store some of your smaller, not as big and bulky items. The reason the 16 is in the name is because it can hold up to 16 cubic feet of storage in your box. So that kind of equates to about 3 people's worth of stuff. As for weight, that's going to depend on your roof or where you're loading it on. Right now we're loading it on a ladder rack, which can hold a little bit more weight than a roof rack can. Now, typically it says it can hold up to about 165 pounds, but that's with the box weight, roof rack, and luggage all combined. But always check your owner's manual to make sure how much stuff you can haul on your vehicle. The access or box, we can actually open it from either side. I'm going to take our included key and just opening up our handle here. Twist that and open. You'll hear a click. And then when I push open, you'll notice we have these hinges here locking into place, making sure it doesn't fall down on you while you're loading or unloading. The interior is going to have these grooves going along your box, and what that's going to help do is keep your items elevated just in case they have any sand, water, or snow on them, and all that sand and water just kind of seeps down in here and pushes away from your gear, so it's just not sitting and resting in that. If we take a look over here as well, we're going to have this adjustable clamp point. We have our included tool here. It actually has a torque device to stop you from tightening it up too much. You hear it there, clicking into place, letting you know it's tightened all the way. But if you need to loosen it up, it will just follow this track here and be adjusted for different crossbar spreads. When closing it, you have the option to use a string here. This is going to be a great option for you if you're on the outside over there, where it's like kind of hard to reach and you can't really reach this lip here. You can grab onto the string and pull it down. But since we're on the bed and I can reach this pretty well, I don't need to use the string. And when we're closing this, we want to make sure it's shut down all the way. You'll notice it shuts all the way when this handle covers that red marker there. And that's shut all the way. I'm just gonna turn my key, making sure it's really on there. And now it'll let me take my key out. Underneath our box, we're gonna have our clamps. These clamps are gonna have a rubber coating on it. That's just gonna help protect your crossbar. These clamps are able to accommodate for most aftermarket and factory crossbars. And on top of that, they can adjust to fit a lot of different crossbar spreads. Right now our crossbar spread is about 35 inches. They can accommodate a little bit less and a little bit more than that as well. As for how much height this is going to add to your total system, it's going to add just about 15 inches. Now, I'd be mindful if you're going through any low clearance zones like garages, or if you want to keep it stored in your garage. As for the material of our box, it's going to be made from a lightweight ABS plastic, and it's going to have a nano texture to it as well. That nano texture is going to help it be more scratch resistant. Overall, this is going to be a great option for the Gladiator because our Gladiator's space in the back is a little bit limited, so this is going to help us add on a lot more space. And with this ability to be opened up from either side, it's going to be really easy to use. And that was a look at the Yakima SkyBox NX 16 roof cargo box on the 2023 Jeep Gladiator.